What is going on, everybody? I am so excited about tonight. It is the holiday season, and we are doing a giveaway, the Life Room. I am so excited. We have so many of my friends that's going to be doing this with me. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? We have Lysandra Hutchison from Grace and Grief, Michael Sanford. He's a life coach and counselor. Also, we're going to hear from Gerald Packman Dixon. It is, I don't know what to say. I'm just so excited. I'm overjoyed. But to be uh, 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 trying to get my technical difficulties together here. um, yeah. But to introduce myself, my name is Luke Chappell. I'm the founder of the Life Room. The Life Room is all about helping people connect resources for wellness, for betterment, for wellness, um, helping connect people with the right resources to help better their life. I got the vision to do this after just going through so many life tragedies. I had brain surgery, and I was in the hospital. I had to learn how to walk again, how to learn how to talk again, and it was just so much that happened to me, and it was just overwhelming, and I couldn't have made it without the resources and the support in three different areas. That's in my spirituality, in my mental health, and also in my physical health. I had to go through physical therapy and all those things. So after going through those experiences, I found out that it really was a passion of mine to inspire other people and to help them to find those resources, to connect them, to help them make a better decision in their life. Because a lot of times when we go through tragedy, we go through different circumstances, it's hard for us to bounce back. And sometimes we need that extra push, or we just need that extra support, that encouraging word, that motivation, that counselor just to direct us and help us to get into the right place and the right environment and to have to reach our goals. So that's me. My name is Luke again, and I am the founder of the Life Room. I'm so excited tonight. We're doing a holiday giveaway. So we're starting off with memories of what's your favorite part of your holiday, or what's something a memory from your holiday, or favorite memory from holiday. One of my favorite memories of the holiday season is having Christmas programs. We have Christmas programs every year, and at the Christmas program, my grandmother would sing a song, and she would sing every year, "Oh Holy Night." Um, and it became a tradition, and it would not have been Christmas or the holiday season without hearing her sing "Oh Holy Night." So that's one of my one of my favorite holiday memories. And so I was able to actually get a recording of my grandmother singing "Oh Holy Night," and I just want to play it for you just right quick before we get our first guest.
O holy night, the stars were brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and my soul felt his worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angels Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, holy night divine.
that was that was my grandmother. She sang that every year in our holiday program. It's not Christmas without hearing her sing that at least one time. So I'm glad I was able to get that video. Okay, without further ado, let's go to our friends. Let's go to Lysandra Hutchison. Let's see if she's ready. Are you ready, Lysandra? Okay, let me get her in here. Lysandra, how are you?
Hey, Luke, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good
Nice to see you.
It's good
You
to
look
see
happy.
you. Thank you. Can you hear me okay with my headphones?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay.
very well.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes. Awesome, awesome. How was your day today?
It was good. It was a busy one.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah.
How about you?
Same. Trying to get
Yeah.
things done. It's like, I don't know, it's like the end of the year, the close of the year is like things are coming full fledged. Just like,
Always.
yeah, I don't know what
Always. Yes.
it's
It's
crazy,
never a
right?
dull moment.
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, Lysandra. So, uh, I got some holiday trivia for you. Are you ready?
No, not I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how we're gonna do this now. Let me change some things here.
Okay.
Let me so you can see it. I want you to be able to see the questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how this works. Okay, let's go.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to give you several questions,
Okay.
and I'm going to give you you get a minute to respond.
Mhm.
So, and you point for each question, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me see how I can get this up. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so we got a minute on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. First question. Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a
Blue.
Oh, good
Blue.
job. You got this. Okay. You got that one faster than I was expecting. Okay. Okay. So maybe this one, the next one. Okay. That's 1 point
Okay.
for you. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Minute on the clock. Which country did eggnog come from?
Germany. France.
You got no.
Eggnog. Poland?
Yep.
Oh no. Wait. What's the answer?
I can't tell you got 30 seconds.
Oh God. Eggnog. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Are you want to pass?
Is it from the United States? From US?
No, it's not from the US.
Okay, I'll pass that one. Dang,
Okay, go
Luke.
pass.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
I'm gonna go
Eggnog.
pass. That one is eggnog came from England.
England. Okay, I should
Yeah,
have said
yeah.
England.
Yeah.
Fine.
That was a hard one, but an easy one at the same time. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you got a minute on the clock. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
They're going to Florida.
Home
No?
Alone 1. Home Alone 1.
Oh, they're going to Paris.
Oh,
Are they
good
going to
job.
Paris? Okay.
Yes, they're going to Paris. You got that one.
Wait,
Okay,
the second one is actually New York.
No,
The
well,
second.
he went to New York. Kevin went to New York. His family went to Florida.
Oh, okay, that was the second one. Okay.
Yeah, that was the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Paris. Is
yeah.
the first one. Okay.
Okay. So okay, here you got a minute on the clock. A minute might be too long for you.
No.
Okay, next question. Which one of Santa's reindeers have the same name as another holiday mascot? Which one of Santa's reindeer has the
What?
same name as another holiday mascot?
Is it Rudolph?
It's not Rudolph.
Dasher?
He didn't put
Prancer?
no,
Vixen?
no,
Comet?
no.
Cupid?
That's it.
I was just naming them as
It's
well.
Cupid. It's Cupid.
You're
It's
right.
Valentine's
Cupid
Day, right?
Valentine's Day. Okay.
Exactly,
You're
exactly.
right. That's so true.
You
I didn't even
you
think
don't
about
even yeah, exactly. You don't even think about like
that.
Cupid,
Never.
Valentine's. Never,
This
never
is
think
my
about it.
first time drawing that connection, honestly.
Yeah, hey, it's like okay, all right. So let's do one. I think this is the last one. This is the last one. Okay. All right. Oh, time's in
Okay.
the song "Winter Wonderland." What do we call the snowman? In the song "Winter
Mm,
Wonderland," what do we call the snowman?
I don't know. Let me think about it.
Think about it. Walking in a winter
Winter.
wonderland, sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? What do we
Uh,
call the snowman? In the meadows, we can build a snowman.
and pretend that he is what? I don't
Yeah.
know what they say.
Wait, okay, let's see if you gonna get this 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10, 9.
Don't know. Can you guys help me in the chat?
I know. Can we get somebody to help us in the chat?
Give me a hint.
Okay, that's 10 seconds.
Okay.
It's
Carson
Parson Brown.
Brown.
It's
My
Parson Brown.
you
Yeah.
guys. I knew they knew. I knew
Right.
somebody knew.
Somebody do. Somebody.
I
Your help was on the way.
send help right now.
The-
Okay.
right, they was on the way. It took them a while to get there, but they was coming. Yeah, I just wanted to start off with a little
Okay.
trivia.
That
But
was funny.
yeah. So, Lysandra, tell us, what is your favorite part about the holiday? What's your favorite part about the holiday season?
Yeah, you know what? Christmas is actually my favorite season. And favorite holiday tradition is actually it's happened randomly for the first time because we were kids trying to find somewhere to eat with my mom on Christmas Eve and nothing was open. So we ended up with Chinese food. That was just like, it's the best we get. It's best all I got, you know. But we loved it so much that became our holiday tradition. So every
Mhm.
Christmas Eve since I was like 8, we've had Chinese food on Christmas Eve. So that is actually with my mom, my brother, my stepdad, now me and my children. That's our holiday tradition. So
No, wait, isn't that in the movie? Isn't that
that's in the
in the
movie, The
Christmas
Christmas
Story?
Story. Yeah,
Yeah.
people
I
always
mean,
mention that.
I mean,
Yep,
like that is so cool. Like you have a little like tradition that's in the
tradition
movie.
that's in that movie. Yes, everyone
That
always talks about that. They reference that.
yeah, that
Yes,
is so crazy. I love it though.
yeah.
I love
So
it. And
that's like
Chinese
my
food,
favorite.
that's your favorite? Awesome,
Hmm.
awesome. And
Hmm.
Chinese food is my favorite food, so I love
Oh,
your
really?
tradition. Yes, it really is. So, Lysandra, I want you just to tell us a little bit about yourself. You started a group organization
Hmm.
called Grace and Grief.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the story behind that and your story.
Yeah. So let's see. I always start this story with high school, and I always say that in high school, in AP World History, there was this really goofy kid that sat behind me cracking jokes, cutting the fool, just clowning every day at school. And I was just falling all out of my desk every day, laughing at him. And we became quick friends. And that was my friend Kenneth. And so we were best friends in high school and best friends in college. Luke, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, you just want me to go. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, oh
No,
no.
I'm here. I'm just letting people see you while you
Okay.
tell your story. But I'm here. I'll be here with you.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. It's fine. However you want to do the screen. But yeah, so we became best friends in high school and went to college together, best friends in college, and got married, became a couple junior year of college, got married 3 weeks before we graduated. And got married, had 4 kids, bought the house, went to graduate school, worked in ministry. Um, and in 2015, after we were married about 11 years, Kenneth got diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, which is a condition where the pump of the heart is really weak. And so they basically said to him, you need to get on a heart transplant list. There's no coming back from this. We ended up getting a second opinion where another cardiologist felt that he could make a full recovery because he was really young. He didn't have a lot of symptoms. His ejection fraction, which is how they measure the pump of the heart, was getting better. So we thought he was getting better, or he was getting better. But in October 2017, a couple of years later, he lost his grandmother the first week of October. And that was like his other mom. So he started going into a lot of heavy grieving and was just really upset. And the day of her funeral, we went to the funeral in the morning. He sang, he spoke, we buried her. But later that night, he passed out. He died a sudden death that same day. So yeah, so that was now 4 years ago. With that, it was, I like to write and I like to communicate. I found out after the fact that people don't always talk about grief, but I didn't really have any frame reference for that. So I just said whatever I want to say. I was just sharing all my thoughts on Facebook. I was just like, yeah, y'all. I just talked very openly about my grief process,
Yeah.
like immediately on social media, because that was like my personality. I didn't
It's
know.
almost, it can be considered like therapy almost.
It was therapeutic. It was cathartic,
Yeah.
So I was telling stories. I would start telling stories about our life and funny moments and memorable things that Kenneth
Absolutely.
had done. People loved it. People were like, how are you doing this? How are you finding the strength to do this? You're a great storyteller. You're a great writer. We're so in like pulled into this writing. And the fact that you're sharing this. And so a friend of mine encouraged me to also YouTube along with the writing.
Yeah.
And so I started also creating videos, sharing my grief process through video, as well as writing. And so that's where Grace and Grief was born. So it started out just me publicly sharing my grief process, but it morphed into grief coaching and public speaking and sitting on panels. And we had a conference called the Rebirth Conference. We'll have it again in Chicago this year at Soul City Church. And so, yeah, we bring together speakers, professional speakers and therapists and motivational speakers, and basically help people grow through grief and live boldly after loss. So all the content that I share is around that. How do you grieve healthily? How do you not be afraid to grieve and be vulnerable? How do you integrate the person that you've lost into your life in a healthy way as you move forward? How do you live a good, bold life after loss and still thrive? So it's all of those things. We also have a Widows Table Talk, which is like a virtual series where we have widows actually share and do a Q&A for people in the audience. So
Wow, that is so awesome. I didn't know all of that, but
yeah,
that's beautiful that you
yeah,
were able to help so many people all over just from your story. And I had the privilege of knowing Kenneth and becoming friends with him. And he was a awesome person to know. He was hilarious. Let me
yes.
tell you, he would always make you laugh. So
I tell people, I say Kenneth, because there's a lot of funny people. I say no, Kenneth was make a grown man cry to the point of tears funny. That's how like grown men like Kenneth, please, I'm about to cry. Like you got me.
absolutely, like it was nonstop too.
It
It's
was
like
nonstop, effortless, effortless.
effortless. It was just his
It
personality
was
and
just
his.
him. Yeah,
Yes, absolutely. And it was hard. And I mean, I knew him for a short time, the latter part of
yeah.
his life. and
Yeah.
it was hard for me just
Yeah.
how close we had bonded, and just seeing you it was like you blossomed from that. It was like
Yeah.
you really allowed. I'm gonna say you allowed God to take you through the process, and
God
you
did it. Yeah.
really you didn't what's the word I want to say? You didn't try to mask your pain, but
Mm-hmm.
you allowed it to. I don't know. It's just something within you just
Mm-hmm.
came. I don't even know how to explain it. It was crazy.
It
But
was crazy.
the
It
thing
was nuts.
about it was Kenneth, if I'm not mistaken, he passed in October.
Yeah.
Um, and so
Right.
that was so close to the holidays. It was like a month out from, oh man, I just
Mm.
from
That
Thanksgiving
was
and from
nuts.
Christmas.
Yes.
Oh man, and I know that. How did you get through that process? Because I mean, Thanksgiving, okay, but Thanksgiving and Christmas, like
And
the
Christmas. Yeah.
two major holidays of the
Yeah.
year,
It was rough.
you
Yeah.
you're without your husband, and then your children are without their father. You have uh, four beautiful
4
children,
children.
four
Yeah.
beautiful children, and they didn't have their father. What was that process like?
Oh my goodness. That first year, after it wasn't even a year. It was just like you said, a
Mhm.
few months later, we had the holidays. And at the time, the kids were 6, 8, 10, and 11. So
Yeah.
they're still really little kids.
Mhm.
And I want to say the first those holidays, I had
Mhm.
absolutely no high expectations for myself at all because it was just like, how can we get through it? How can we just survive it? How can we just not crash? How can we just have a decent holiday? That's all we were trying to do, like just have a decent day and not be miserable. That was really the threshold, and the bar was set really low. And I just planned to go over other people's houses. I went over my aunt's house on Thanksgiving. She cooked, and my family was there. It was just really low key. I felt like, okay, made it. Then Christmas, my family came over here, and we just had a lot of people around us trying to keep us encouraged, family and friends. A lot of people sent gifts that year. So the kids, it was like a festival. I mean, like people just spoiled the kids, which was beautiful. People went all out for our kids to make sure that they had the things that they really wanted that year. And they enjoyed that. That was a little bit of a distraction, I think, from the grief. Then we had like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That was really, really bad. I tell the story that on New Year's Eve, one of the kids said, "This is the worst New Year's Eve we've had." Like they said that, so it was just really terrible. It was hard. I mean, I want to say that in the first year, especially if your person passes close to the holidays, you really just are surviving. You're just trying to get
Mhm.
through it. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Whew.
Yeah. It was,
How Oh my goodness.
it's hard.
That is it's such a heavy story, but it's real. It's
Yeah.
real because people have these experiences,
Yeah.
and that is a real emotion to feel like this is the worst holiday, And so, how did you help your children kind of navigate through that? Because I know that you had your own grieving process, but your
Right.
children had their grieving process, or is having. Of course, they're still going through the
Mhm.
process of grieving.
Mhm.
How do you kind of help them navigate through that?
Yeah, one of the things I did early on was I took them to counseling right away. So we went to counseling right away. And because they were so young, the beginning stages of counseling for them was just play therapy and learning words to describe their emotions, and then just building a rapport with the counselor and getting comfortable with the counselor. So that has proven to be a really strong foundation. Of course, they were so young, they're not going to process all their grief at 6, at 8, at 10, 11. It's just not cognitively, they're not able to do all that. They probably won't process their grief fully, probably to their adult, into adulthood. But so what we do is they started off with counseling that year almost immediately. And then we still periodically take them to counseling. And so, kind of depending on what's going on with them, or if they're having a hard time, or maybe they're just in a new transition, or something about in their world is shifting and changing. Um, I just keep them in counseling. So that's been healthy, good for them. They like the counselor. They find it to be a safe place, and a place where they can open up and just talk and be in touch with what's happening with them in a healthy way. The other thing was I gave them permission to do whatever they want to do. I would say, like, sometimes you're going to be, happy. Sometimes you're going to be mad. You want to scream. You want to cry. You just do whatever you want to do. However you feel, it's okay. And so they said they really appreciated that because they felt like nobody was hiding anything. We were just all grieving together openly. And they said that really was helpful for them. And then I think also having people around, so like just having a supportive community, not feeling alone, not feeling so isolated. Another thing that was huge for them. Another thing is that I found a camp. A friend used to work at a camp called Hearts to Art Camp that's here in Chicago, and it is an art therapy camp basically for kids that have lost one or more parents. So they didn't go the first summer, but they went the second summer, and they've been there every summer since. They loved it. All four of them loved it. A lot of the kids that attend the camp then become staff or junior counselors. And so my oldest daughter was a camper, and now she's a junior counselor at the camp. And so Hearts to Art Camp becomes like a family. So they see a therapy, see a therapist there, they have a healing group, but they also perform and dance and sing and act, and it's fun. But it's also being around other kids that have a shared experience with them. That was huge.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is so awesome. I love hearing your story, and I
Yeah.
love let me um just applaud you on
Thank
being
you.
responsible. Like a lot of times,
Thank you.
especially in our community, people of color, when we go through traumatic events, we
Yeah.
like to suppress and
Yeah.
deny. We get to the state of denial and
Minimize, over
suppression,
spiritualize.
over spiritualize
We do
all
it
the
all. All of
all
it.
of it,
Yeah,
all
we
of
do
it.
it all. Yes.
But the thing I want to just highlight, you took immediate action, and going to therapy, placing your
Yeah.
children in therapy. Like, this is what we need to deal with right now. I don't care how you feeling right now, we're going to therapy. You might,
Yes.
because sometimes when that
Yeah.
initial tragedy hits, it's like, we're okay, like, I'm okay. Nope, nope. I love that
Yes.
you said no,
Yeah.
we're going to therapy. I don't care. And that continual process of placing yourself in the right environments for
Yeah.
healing,
Yeah.
essentially healing. And so I thank you so much, Lysandra. I don't know, maybe the
Thank
last 2 minutes,
you.
could you just maybe there's somebody that experienced some similarities. I actually just lost my aunt a month ago,
Wow, I'm sorry to hear
and it
that.
was really hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was really hard on our family, and we're just keeping them in prayer. But could you maybe express or give just maybe somebody that's going through something
Yeah.
similar or tragedy during this time, just some tips on
Yeah.
how to be healthy or whatever you feel led to do? I just want to give you that space.
Absolutely. I would say number one, really be gentle with yourself. When we lose someone that we love, it just hurts, and that's okay. What the hurt we're experiencing is really the love and the unexpressed love that we have in our heart for that person. And so it hurts. It's hard, and it's especially that first year and the early months. Really be gentle with yourself. Really stay in the company of other people that are supportive, that understand, that love you. Try to plan the holiday before it comes so that it doesn't just happen and then you end up being in a situation that takes you into a really dark place. So it's good to plan where you want to be, who you maybe want to be with, at least who you feel comfortable with. Set the bar low. That's okay. Healing is a gradual process. Sometimes telling stories about the person helps to lighten the mood, and you may cry and laugh at the same time or just smile. Doing something like lighting a candle to remember their presence and to feel as though they're kind of with you may also help, or wearing something that maybe belongs to that person. Just feeling like there's a little finding ways to incorporate them throughout the day can make a difference as well. And then just doing whatever you got to do to keep just a place, staying in a place of hope. If it's listening to gospel music or prayer or journaling or talking about how you're feeling, even if those feelings are negative, just sharing it, having someone you can share your ideas and emotions and thoughts, and that is huge.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Lysandra, for the last 30 seconds,
Yeah.
last 30 seconds or 20
Yeah.
seconds, tell us how we can stay connected with you and what you have going on and all that good stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so find me www.graceandgrief.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Grace and Grief. Be on the lookout for the Rebirth Conference. We're going to have the conference in August, early August. So if you want to come to Chicago, or if you're in Chicago, come be with us there. And you can also send me an email, info@graceandgrief.com.
Okay.
There you
I was
go.
muted. Sorry. Thank you so much for being with
Thank
us
you,
tonight.
Lou.
Those were some awesome tips. We appreciate your story.
Thank you.
And what was it? What was the conference again? What was the name of
It's
it?
called the Rebirth Conference.
The
Yeah.
Rebirth. I'm gonna be looking into that. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for the
Yeah.
Rebirth Conference. That's
Please.
awesome. That's
Please
awesome.
do.
Thanks again for being here. And
Thank
you have
you.
a good night, Lysandra.
Thank you. All right, Luke. Thanks so much.
All right, bye bye. That is so awesome, and that's the thing about uh just having community. The thing about Lysandra, she had community, and to really help get through those tough times, and to help grieve, and to help get to a place of being okay, because a lot of times we deny that, and we deny that place of just being okay by repressing or denying or just making things or trying to be Superman or Superwoman. But I appreciate Lysandra sharing that with us on tonight. um, I want to see if anybody's watching. Let me see you in the comments. Just leave a comment and let me see where you're watching from, what's your name, what's going on. I have another friend that's going to show us how to make hot chocolate tonight. I got my cup here and I'm ready. I've been sipping on a little bit, but she's going to show us how to make hot chocolate. None other than my Etta Colson. She's not here live, but she sent in a video because she's sweet like that. So let's see if we can pull her up to show us this sweet hot chocolate recipe. All right, let's see if we can get her.
All right, hey guys, I am Mayetta Colson with In the Kitchen with Mayetta, and I'm so grateful to be partnering with the Life Room, my buddy Luke. Okay, Luke, so you wanted a favorite holiday memory, and it would definitely have to be when I was younger. Roasting marshmallows with my brother and my parents. That was always an awesome, wonderful time, whether we were making s'mores or just eating the marshmallows. Uh, that was just, that just reminds me of Christmas. And then now it's super special to be able to make memories with my own family, like making hot chocolate. So that definitely is up there on my favorite holiday memories. All you'll need is brown sugar, vanilla extract, heavy whipping cream, some cocoa powder, a pinch of salt, and then we'll be topping it with whipped cream, and I shaved some chocolate and peppermint that we'll be topping it up with. All right, so let's get into this hot chocolate. So it's super simple. We have a cup of milk that I boil, and you got to make sure you keep your eye on it because milk boils over super quickly. And you can use whatever milk you want. One of our favorites here is oat milk, but whatever you choose, it's all good. And then we're going to start off with adding our cocoa. So we have about 2 tablespoons of cocoa. It's the holidays. You might want to splurge, get you something really good, high quality cocoa, or not, and it'll still be good. All right. And then we're going to add our brown sugar. And we have about a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar. And the reason I like doing this versus, the easy route of using like a packet is just because you can control how much sugar goes into your hot chocolate. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really like it overly sweet. And if I do want to sweeten up, I just want that control, like I would add whipped cream, which we're going to do, or the marshmallows, like that's just sugar on top of sugar. So now we're going to add some heavy cream. I have about a tablespoon here. And then we're going to add in some vanilla extract. This is like a quarter teaspoon. And I'll be sure to put the full recipe in the comments. And then we're just going to add a pinch of salt. And that's just to make sure that we bring out the flavor. It's not going to taste salty, but we just want to make sure that we can taste everything that we put in here. Salt enhances flavors. So now we're all done. I'm going to add this a little bit more. You guys don't have to add as much as me, but so now we're done. You can see everything is dissolved and all in there. So now let's get to the part where we're drinking this thing. I'm going to use a strainer. It's unnecessary, but just in case we have any clumps, just a quick note, it might be better to like whisk everything in over the heat just so you can make sure it really melds in there. But I'm just giving this another stir and invest in a smaller strainer for your cups. But here we go. So this is my favorite part, adding the toppings. All right, so we're gonna hit this with some whipped cream, and you can also do marshmallows. I'm just a fan of whipped cream. All right, and then we're gonna top it off. I shaved a little bit of chocolate, crushed up some peppermint, and we're gonna add this on top. And you can get really creative with this for the holidays. Okay, you guys can find me at In the Kitchen with Mayetta on YouTube, where I have a few other recipe videos. Next year, I'll be gearing it up once I have this little one. And you can also find me on Instagram at Mayetta_in_his_arms. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Take care of yourself. Enjoy family during this time if you're able. And if it's a rough time, just take care of yourself and do something like making a sweet treat for yourself. So, all right, love you guys. Bye.
That was awesome. And I was having so many technical difficulties. I am doing this by myself tonight, so I don't have a team or anybody else to help me. So sometimes, you click on the wrong button, you got the wrong video or whatever playing. But anyway, my Etta, let me tell you, I made my hot chocolate and I'm enjoying it and I'm drinking it. Hopefully she's watching live. She couldn't do it live because she is not only is she pregnant, but she has a whole family. This lady has a whole family, and she hooks it up in the kitchen. So make sure you check her out. My Etta in the kitchen with my Etta, my in the kitchen with my Etta. So I am so excited about that. I'm so excited about this next guest. He is my friend and my brother. Listen, he has me rolling all the time. We are along the same lines of silly. So when we get together, we laugh for a long time, and sometimes we go time without talking, and like we may miss a few months or something like that. But when we start back talking, it's like we never stop talking. So without further ado, I'm introduced this intellect. She's an intellect. He is a professional. He's a counselor. He's a life coach. And that is none other than Mike Sanford. Let me bring him on. Are you with us, Mike?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. I was trying to make sure I wasn't muted.
Okay. No, I can hear you. I can hear you. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Look, I brought out the ugly Christmas sweater for this.
Listen, I love it. Listen, I was gonna wear my Christmas hat. I was
Yo,
gonna wear
you
my
should
Santa hat,
have.
but it would have been too much.
I was gonna wear this, but I
It
figured
would have
no.
been too much. It would have been too much going on. And then, as a result of me not wearing some type of color, everything is so dark. I got a tree over here, but I don't know if anybody can see it. I tried to make it festive. But it is what it is. Happy holidays, everybody.
Can't nobody see that tree. All right.
No, but it looks good though.
That's
Maybe we'll
what's up,
get a
man.
screenshot. I don't know. But anyway, you're doing good, doing well. How was your
Man,
day?
I'm doing really well. It was good. It was good. You know, I'm like low key on Mariah Carey's level as far as like loving Christmas. Christmas is my time. So like, yeah, you shaking my
No,
tree when you said holiday. Anyway, go ahead.
no, I'm right with you. Like Christmas is my most favorite time of the year. Like it's just awesome. It's just so beautiful, and I just love the movies, the Christmas movies, The Preacher's Wife.
That
Anybody that knows me knows that I love The Preacher's Wife. I watch it every year. But the song, everything is favorite time of year.
yeah. I was like, sing Granny, that old holy night.
Right. Yes. Okay. Oh, let's get to it. So, like Lysandra, I have a Christmas or holiday game for you. I'm excited about it.
Let's go.
Yours is a little different. It's not just holiday trivia. We are going to play holiday song association. So here are the rules.
Oh, I'm ready.
Here are the rules.
I'm ready.
Now you can sing the song or you can just say the lyrics, but it has to have the word in the song. Okay.
Ah!
And you're gonna have a minute. I'm gonna give you a minute, and you got to get as many as you can. Okay.
All right, let's go. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Let's see. So there's 10 of them all together. Let's see if you get all of them together. Okay. Let me get the words ready. All right.
I need y'all in the comments sending me good vibes. Good vibes.
All right. Are you ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm doing this without my glasses, so y'all bear with me. Okay. Okay, you got a minute on the clock.
Okay, Christmas songs, right?
Yep.
Tree, Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, I love the earth, thy branches. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right.
Golden. Any song, because I live my life like it's golden.
It has to be a holiday song.
Oh, what's the song with the golden star up top? Pass.
Pass. Okay.
Just hear those sleigh bells ring, like ding, ding, ding.
All right, that's 2.
Next song. Cold. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but inside is so delightful. Since we have no place to go, let us know. Oh, it's I really can't stay, baby. It's cold outside. There we go. Okay. There we go. This Christmas. All right, next song.
All right.
Cheer. Cheer. Oh, the song is in my head. Bringing cheer to those you love. Okay, that's the song. Next.
What?
I gave the lyrics. Next song.
Okay, I'll give you this one. Last one. I'll give it to you.
Tonight. That escape song is in my head. Okay, tonight.
This is a bonus.
Silent night. Yeah, because it gets will be children will be sleep tonight. Santa. Oh, what is that song? What is the song? Oh no, wait, I had that one. I had will be. Wait,
I'm weak. I don't know if you had that one or
they
not.
know that Santa's on his way, and and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know. And so I'm offering this, whatever, the Christmas song.
Okay, we'll give that. So you got 5, right? Was it 5?
I think I got 7, but go ahead.
I'll say you got 6. Lydia Lewis, this is the one. This is what I was thinking. 5 golden rings.
Oh,
Five
five golden
golden
rings. 4
rings.
calling birds, 3 freaks.
3
See, I know the
French,
song too.
2 exactly.
Oh,
Good one, Dr. Lydia Lewis.
that's
Yes,
another one. Now that I'm sitting
that
here
was
thinking about it.
fun.
Okay.
Whew,
Man, I got
wanna-
hot. My Lord.
You got some hot chocolate too?
I need ice, bro. That just got me
My
hot.
stuff is dirty. They got you. It is. It got hot chocolate all over it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
My
I
sister
digress.
can cook. I'm like, why does she
She
do chocolate?
can.
She can cook, but
She really can. She really can. I really want to play another game of song association, but we're not here for that.
look, I'm
We're here
ready.
to hear about. So, Mike, tell us about you. What have you been doing lately? I know that you're involved with life coaching, counseling. Just tell me some of the things that you do or have done during the holidays, lately. What's going on in life?
Honestly, just work, man. Been doing a lot of what my focus is. I appreciate that you always throw me out there as a counselor, but I'm a consultant. So my job is I teach, counselors, doctors, nurses, therapists how to be more effective based using evidence-based practices. That's my job. So just really been doing that. And we work all across the country, thankfully. So just been, meeting people, and I don't know, just really preparing for the holidays myself. The holidays are a bittersweet time, I think, for a lot of people. But yeah, I think it's about how you prepare for it. So that's just really been my focus. But I love the holidays, man. I was hoping you asked me about like holiday traditions, because we got tons of them. No.
Let's dive into it. Like I meant to ask you that. What are some of your holiday traditions? What do you do for the holidays?
If you weren't planning to ask me that, you don't have to. I was
no, seriously, it was on the itinerary, but I just got caught up. We were playing Song Association.
No. So what's funny? So my Yetta, my sister, when she talked about the marshmallow thing, that is an actual thing. Like our families, and I hate marshmallows. Like, so that's not one of my it's her favorite. I don't like marshmallows. So
she used whipped cream this time though.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying when she was talking about the family traditions, that really was growing up one of our things. But the one thing that always sticks out for me is during the holidays, like my family, they're like, we are really big into gift giving. And so I remember when we would go to, it's Macy's, but it used to be called Hudson's in Michigan. And we used to go to Macy's or Hudson's, and we would just go and the shopping, and then they would have, just all type of cool decorations and, gifts with purchases. So random little toys and teddy bears. And that was a big thing. Every year you got a Hudson's bear. And so that just always sticks out in my mind. And I absolutely love it. And we used to, Ralph Lauren would have a little bear. We would get that. So just little things like that always scream the holidays to me. And I know one also is just Christmas Day. We would hit up all our family's house. So we would, why'd you go away and come back? But we would go in the morning we would open up gifts really early, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then that afternoon and evening we would just hit up all of our family's house. So it was just fun time. It was a fun time. We really enjoyed it. So
I was trying to let you finish. I thought you were done, so I was coming back, and then you kept talking. So I was like, let me let him finish.
Just come on back, man. It's cool. It's cool.
Anyway, I love it. So you got a Macy's bear? Is that what I heard correctly?
Yeah. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I've never heard of the Macy's bear. It's like a big bear. Oh wait. I think I have. I've seen them in the Thanksgiving parade. They usually get the big bear.
You would get a regular teddy bear size.
I got
but
you.
It was a replica of that. So it would have a different scarf and hat, or whatever. The Ralph Lauren one would have a sweater, and
because you're fashionable.
No, but hey, it was passed down to me, man.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. No, but that goes right into the segue that I was going to talk about, because a lot of times people during this time, they face so much anxiety about what gift should I get, what should I get the kids, and they're like stressed out. They stress themselves out about Christmas gifts and what I should get, who should I get something for, and stuff like that. How can you avoid that type of behavior or that kind of cycle?
Well, it's funny because there was a time in my life where I'm like, that's not real. Like, why are you stressing yourself out for that? That's silly. But it's a real thing. And I think for me, the older that I've gotten, and now that I have my own family, so, having a son, or, just being with my wife so long, that it's like, okay, what could I possibly giver, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gift people all year round, so it's like during the holidays you just have that extra layer of anxiety. But you know what I've realized is that boundaries are everything. And I know we talked about this a little bit before, when we were doing the master class, but I think boundaries are huge. And a lot of times we think, or we usually associate boundaries with treatment, right? How people treat me, how I treat others, that type of thing. But I think a lot of times you have to set emotional boundaries, so you won't allow yourself to go to a place of hopelessness, or you won't allow, the anxiety of your situation to just kind of take over or take control, especially when it comes to something like gift giving. Because I think a lot of times people wear it because it's an expression or an extension of their love for you, right? And so I think it's just really important to set boundaries in place and really be clear for yourself what you will and will not allow yourself to do, and where you will allow yourself to go emotionally and where you will not allow yourself to go emotionally. The other thing that I think, come on back, Luke. Luke, anytime you come back, just stay, man. That'll be a good sign for me to just wrap it up. But the last thing I'll say with that, though, is really being concrete and no. And you leave again. Being concrete with your no. A lot of times, like, I know personally parents who, if they set a specific budget, right? And I mean, I don't want to sound cliche, like stick to the budget, but they'll set, okay, $500 for gifts or whatever. That may be big. I don't know people's budgets, but my point is that to exceed that, don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed and force yourself to exceed that. Stick to your budget, but then also don't feel the pressure to go beyond or do more than you can, simply because you don't want it to fall flat, or you don't want, just whatever your mind is telling you emotionally. Don't allow yourself to go there. Does that make sense?
No, it definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense. And I like the boundaries thing, because when people make those boundaries, they don't, respectfully, go in debt. They don't, have to worry about, how are we going to pay the rent for January because we spent all of our money in December for these gifts. So it's all about setting the boundaries for yourself, like you said. And I want to go back. I want to rewind way back, because you said something like you're not a counselor. And I understand what you're saying, and maybe by profession, technically you're not. But if you teach counselors and you teach doctors and you teach people how to do certain things, what would you call it?
A consultant. That's what I mean. The thing is, and I say this because, iron sharpens iron, right? And we all don't innately have everything that we need. Like, other people add to our toolkit. And so I just kind of view myself in my role in that way. Like, I just support people and add to their toolkit. But you know what? I do want to say this, that when you touched on the boundary bit, a lot of times we expect other people to respect our boundaries, but we're so willing to budge on them. And so I would just encourage, anyone that's listening.
That's good.
It's not their responsibility to respect your boundaries as much as it is for you to uphold them. You get what I'm saying? And I always use this analogy. I don't know if I used it last time, but a body of water without boundaries is a swamp, right? A body of water with boundaries is a lake, but a body of water without boundaries is a swamp. And so it's your responsibility so that your life doesn't become a mess. So emotionally, you don't become a mess. You have to uphold your boundaries. So, yeah.
No, definitely. Wow, that is prolific. That is prolific. A body of water. Say that one more time because I want to make sure I get it.
A body of water without boundaries is a swamp. Because what are boundaries? Boundaries are limits. So a body of water without boundaries is a swamp.
Because the water's kind of going all over.
Yeah, nothing restricting it.
Wow, that is good. That is really good. So definitely have to hold our boundaries and our standards, like you said, because I know, even myself, sometimes I'm like, whoa, okay, it's okay this time. It's okay this time. We always do that this time for certain people, but we have to hold those boundaries. That was really good.
Absolutely.
So just like anxiety, not only do people experience anxiety during this time of year, but people also experience depression during this time of year, as far as not having anybody to celebrate the holidays with. People seeing other married couples, singles particularly, seeing other married couples enjoying one another, and they're like, well, I don't have anybody, or seeing families, or like we talked with Lysandra, mourning family members that has passed. How would you say, or what are some tools that we can use to help us not to get into those holiday blues, or or to keep us, or to deal with depression during this time?
First off, Lysandra, man, she is
Is she awesome? She is A1, A1.
She
A1.
is
awesome.
she is the example of how Black women, just they're top tier. A friend of mine kind of says that all the time. Black women are top tier. Like they are, second to none. Her strength is just to be respected. And a lot of, I echo a lot of what she was saying. And one thing that I really wanted to lean into was when she was saying, and I forget how she worded it, but just being able to talk about it, being able to be courageous enough to express what you need or what you want. And I say that because the evidence shows that people who are dealing with depression, what is helpful is talking therapies. So just their ability to sit with a professional and kind of express, and I mean, not even family members, someone that you just really trust, but being able to talk it out, one, to explore and identify what the root of it is, right? But then beyond that, just to be able to kind of lift it off you, because the stuff that we bury doesn't die, it festers. We take a lot of our emotions that are alive and active in us, and we bury them and expect it to just pass over. Buried emotions don't die, they fester. And so I think one of the things that we really have to be intentional about when we're dealing with, any type of anxiety or depressed mood, is really being clear about, this is what I need in this moment, and being able to talk it out, feeling safe enough to express the need.
Absolutely. That is something that is needed, because I think we don't give ourselves permission to really experience what we're feeling. We go through an emotion, maybe it's grief as an example, or even depression. We are depressed, but we deny that we're depressed, and so we don't allow ourselves to actually experience the depression and deal with it. So it lingers. It lingers because it's not. It's like the elephant in the room. Like, this big elephant is in the room, but no one wants to address it and act like it's not there. But it never leaves. So
at all. And I think that is so important when you talk about acknowledging your feelings. Like, do that inventory, take self-inventory. How am I feeling right now? Because one thing about it is, if you're not clear as far as expressing what you need, it's like nobody else is just gonna come in and give you what you need, because they may not know, right? But if you're able to express, like being aware also helps you express it, but also being aware helps us to not abandon good habits. Because a lot of times what happens is that, and I know like some people might be like, whoa, that's kind of heavy or harsh. But no, the thing is, a lot of times when we don't take inventory and we're not really self-aware of how we're feeling, we revert to things that are not helpful. And so in times when we maybe do feel better or that we are more aware, we implement good habits. But then when we're not taking care of ourselves, and for some people, it may look like working out. For others, it might be eating well. For some, it might be meditation. For some, it may be connecting with family and friends, whatever it is that helps you to feel your best. But really taking inventory, getting a clear sense of how you're feeling, and not abandoning the good habits that you've implemented during good times. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely, absolutely. And that's one thing that, if I can just highlight, Lysandra, like she made intentions to make healthier habits or healthy habits after experiencing a tragedy. She put her family in counseling. Like that is an intentional action to result a positive habit. Yeah. So I definitely get you. Yes.
And I'll say this, and Luke, you already know, so when you need me to shut up, just tell me, because I'm gonna keep.
No, you're good. You're
but
good.
You touch on
let me
something.
say this. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
I have to put this out here. Gerald wasn't able to be on tonight because he had some situation to happen, so he wasn't able to make it. So you got a little extra time.
Well, no, I'm not gonna take up no extra. I'll wrap it up. But this is.
Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
The thing. Oh, I remember. I was like, oh, I almost forgot. But the thing too that I want to encourage people to do, especially now, don't be afraid to switch up the tradition. I think a lot of times, especially because one thing she said, I recently heard, it was actually a celebrity was being interviewed about the loss of his mom. And one thing that he said was how he said, I hope I live with this grief, because all of this grief is that unexpressed love. And she kind of said that, like touched on it. But as I was hearing her tell her story, one thing that really jumped out to me was the fact that she wasn't afraid, and maybe she was, but it didn't stop her from switching up the tradition. A lot of times we become so rigid or so married to the idea of this is what, just using as an example, what Christmas has always been. So it has to be this way. And when it doesn't come to par with what our memories serve or what we thought it should be, then we're let down, and emotionally it just brings about other stuff. But be courageous enough in a sense to switch up the tradition. Maybe we usually go to Grandma and them's house for Christmas, but Grandma's not here anymore. Well, let's go to Auntie's house. Let's go to Uncle's house. Let's come to my house. Don't be so married to the tradition that you kind of miss out on the opportunity of joy, right? So I just encourage people that find joy in what you have, find joy in what's left, what the remnant or leftover of it. Like, find joy in
that. Absolutely. No, that is awesome, and that makes so much sense because I want to add to that. Like, don't wait until you're in the grieving process to be open to new experiences. Don't wait till there's a tragedy. Don't wait till there's depression. Always allow yourself to be moving, always changing, always able to adapt. That will allow you to be able to, if something does come up, you're able to adapt to it, or you can go through the grieving process well. You can go through the depression process well. But Mike, I appreciate you, man. I always enjoy when you do these things with me. We always have fun.
It's a
Thank
good
you
time.
so much. Absolutely. I know it's not going to be the last time. We're going to be doing more. I'm still going to call you a counselor, even though you are a consultant. For those that are listening, he's a consultant. You are a life coach, though.
Yes. Yes.
You are a life coach. You are a minister.
Mm-hmm.
I
love how
you
feel like now it's like, do I know him? You are a human being, right? No,
exactly.
yes.
Your name is Michael Sanford, right? But anyway,
No.
no. But you're a great guy. You're awesome. You're awesome person to be around. You're
I
awesome
appreciate
person
that.
to have on your team for goals and for pursuing wellness. So thank you again for being on tonight.
Man, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. You have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. Now to the part that what we came for, the giveaway. So we want to say congratulations to our giveaway finalists, I guess. I don't know what to say. Michael Spencer and Deandrea White. Michael Spencer and Deandrea White. You guys will be getting your holiday prizes shortly after this live. Thank you so much for entering. Also, I just want to say that my name is Luke Chappell, and I am the founder of the Life Room, and this is what the Life Room is all about. We're all about connecting you with the right people and resources to help you get to the place in your life that is successful, that is uplifting, that is what you want, your goals for your life. So I want you to connect with us. If you're on the liferoom.org, there is a button below this video. Just connect with us to see what we got going on. We're planning to have a lot of things coming up. We're going to be doing some partnership with Lysandra Hutchison, planning on in 2022. Oh my God. Where did the year go? 2022. We're going to be doing some partnerships. We're going to be doing some classes. We're going to have some things for couples in February. So just make sure you stay connected. Make sure you see what's going on. It's all about inspiring you to be your best self, to have the best life that you possibly can have. Again, congratulations to our Life Room giveaway winners, Micah Spencer and Deandrea White. And happy holidays, everybody. Have a great night. Oh, have a great night, everybody. Let's see if I can get out of here. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna let you guys hear my grandma one more time before we go.
Oh, holy night, the stars were brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and my soul felt his word.